Can you believe it is Taylor Swift's 31st birthday and she has decided to give us all a present? Taylor is that kid in school who on their birthday would bring in like cupcakes and stuff. Like, no, it's your birthday, let us get you something. You don't need to. But I am so glad that she is treating us today. I lied, today is actually the Saturday after it's been released, because I'm lazy and anxious and didn't want to film yesterday. Anyway, hi, nice to meet you. You're actually talking to one of the top 1% listeners of Taylor Swift on Spotify. Thank you very much, Spotify Wrapped, for affirming my belief that Taylor Swift is my best friend and she will get me through everything. So thanks, Taylor. So last time we were hanging out with Taylor was Folklore, which was like maybe 2 months ago. Fun little fact about that, the Friday, I filmed the reaction on the Friday to Folklore that it came out. On the Saturday, I got dumped. So Folklore actually got me through a lot because I was sad. But yeah, so here we are. It is Saturday the 12th of December, and in typical Liam fashion, it is 7 minutes past 11 at night. So Taylor Swift has dropped Evermore as an early birthday present for us all. I know I always say this, but the cover art, it's so simple. It's a photo of her braided hair. It's just so simple and so stunning. And Taylor Swift, I literally think you're the greatest human being on the earth. Thank you for existing. So this is a 15-song album. It is an hour long, exactly an hour long, which is perfect. And I've tried to keep away from everything about this album because I literally I love reacting to music with you guys. But I've heard good things from a couple of my friends, which is really exciting. The only things I've heard about is No Body, No Crime. I just saw a tweet, someone was like, No Body, No Crime. I'm like, I'm gonna be a bad bitch. So if we've got a bad bitch anthem there with Haim, which we love. And if anyone ever accuses Taylor Swift of not loving her fans and not listening to them, they are so wrong, it hurts my soul. Because she gave us another song with Bon Iver, and if you recall from my previous reaction video, that song changed me as a person. Yeah, so reflectively, Folklore was probably my favourite, if not my second favourite Taylor Swift album. Let's see what Evermore can do to us. Also, side note, there was a picture which Taylor Swift liked on Twitter, where it was the house with all the different rooms from Lover, and all of them are now filled up. This is so exciting. Anyway, let's do Evermore. That's what you came here for. So the first track is called Willow. Her voice. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. Okay. So I've come to the conclusion that I am a disgusting, unlovable monster. I am 20 years old, never been in love, never had a relationship. Hearing lyrics like that makes me want to be in love so badly. Take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. Are you kidding me? And actually, another fun fact, this Taylor Swift album is dropping at the perfect time again. It feels like she knows that Liam is having a hard time, so she's gonna drop an album to be by his side. I was talking to someone for a while now, and I thought it was really good, and I was really starting to be like, this could be someone I could date. And then slowly calls started to drop off, they weren't busy anymore, they weren't free to call anymore, and it's just slowly died off. Which is sad because it means that nothing went wrong, they just got bored of me. Anyway, which always happens. So Taylor, thank you again for dropping another album. I know you literally don't know who I am, lol. But literally every time an album drops, it's at a significant point in my life. I want to react to all of Taylor's previous albums before they get re-recorded, which I will work on from now on if that's something you want. And I will explain kind of the story of each of them came out at exactly the right time. So anyway, back to Willow. Don't know why I went on a side note. but her vocals in this song are already like unbelievably phenomenal. She was Apple's Songwriter of the Year this year, and I would venture to say she's genuinely, not just saying this as a Taylor Swift stan, she's genuinely the greatest songwriter of our generation. Cheers. There's one prize I would cheat to win. I'm like getting emotional already. Life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. I'm gonna cry my fracking eyes out. Oh, okay, I know I keep stopping, it's because this song is already like mind-blowing. Show me the places where the others gave you scars. It's, that's a really touching line. I have this one spot in my hometown where I live, obviously, and that means so much to me. It's unbelievable. And it's probably where like my biggest scar comes from, and I've only ever taken like 2 people there, and it's such like I'm glad it's not just me that holds on to places as things that are like scarring, and like taking someone there is such an intimate and close experience. Wow. So next up we have Champagne Problems. It's got an explicit mark next to it, which we love to see. Used to be a madhouse, and I made a joke, it was made for me. This song is like hauntingly sad. It sounds like a very unexpected breakup on a very established relationship that, you know, he was ready for marriage, and he told his family about her, and I guess maybe she didn't feel the same and wasn't ready for the next step, and that's fucking scary. Oh, I never was ready, so I watched you go. Oh my god. She would have made such a lovely wife. It's a shame she's fucked up in the head or something like that. That's fucking heartbreaking. That is heart-wrenching. Fuck. Champagne Problems, is that maybe about falling in love with someone who... Is Champagne Problems literal? Like a drinking problem maybe that's gotten in the way of a relationship? Or Champagne Problems is in like... champagne problems, like rich people problems, because they could mean both. That's why she's the best writer of our generation. Next we have Gold Rush, another explicit song. Oh! This is me with all of my friends, by the way. This is, you know, a song about, I don't know if it's about a partner or a friend or something. I'm taking it as a friend because I can relate to this. A friend who is so beautiful and like everyone wants them, and it makes you kind of jealous, and it's just like so natural to them. They're so used to kind of everywhere you go there's like they're getting looks and they're getting hit on and drinks bought for them and stuff. Yeah, all my friends are so fucking beautiful. I mean, right? What would it be? I mean, that's pretty rude of Taylor Swift, probably like America's sweetheart, the most beautiful lady in all the land, to say, I wonder what it's like for you to be so beautiful. Okay, we get it. You're beautiful. Oh, everything she says. She really is the best songwriter ever. Unbelievable. The pace of that felt really different compared to all of the other Folklore and Evermore's kind of so far. I really loved that though. On the thing she when she announced the album, before I knew it there were 17 tales, some of which mirrored or intersecting with one another. The one about 2 young con artists who fall in love while hanging out at a fancy resort trying to score rich romantic benefactories. The one where long-time college sweetheart had very different plans for the same night, one to end it and one who brought a ring. Shit. Dorothea, the girl who left her small town to chase down Hollywood dreams, and what happens when she comes back for the holidays and rediscovers an old flame. The Unhappily Ever After anthology of marriages gone bad that includes infidelity, ambivalent toleration, and even murder. The most righteous motive to avenge the fallen. The realization that maybe the one path to healing is to wish happiness on the one who took it away from you. One starring my grandmother, who still visits me sometimes, if only in my dreams. Taylor. Taylor's trying to kill me off with this album, I swear. Champagne Problems was obviously about the high school sweethearts who had two very different plans for the night. That's sad. And my body's shaking because I know I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. 'Tis the Damn Season is the next one. Are we getting a Christmas song? Do you remember when Taylor Swift released a Christmas song? Banger. Her storytelling songs. This is kind of like, my mind's gone blank because I can't stop living in this world that Taylor has created. This like folklore, evermore kind of extended universe, if it were, of like not necessarily songs about her relationship and her breakups, as everyone stereotyped her for so long as the girl who only writes about breakups. This extended universe that she's created of these stories of people and experiences, and it really speaks to me. And like, I don't want to call myself a filmmaker, but it gets my brain really going, which is why maybe folklore and evermore possibly are my favorite eras of Taylor Swift, because I get to kind of take a dive into Taylor Swift's kind of imaginary, realistic world, where these people, like, we see ourselves in these people, and it really, I don't know, she's telling stories that we all relate to through characters who we all feel we know or we identify with, and it's so enjoyable. Really heartbreaking, but this is the kind of music that I really enjoy. Wow, really passionate about this subject apparently. Yeah, folklore. I mean, the theory that folklore is all about James and Betty, and then they reorder it to be in like a special order so it tells a story all going down. I love the idea that she's written this album that could have a running theme through it, like a story. Like, I'm basically watching a movie. I'm basically hearing the story of someone's love and loss and hurt and pain and like recovery. And I am so happy that my favorite artist since I was 7 years old is now also becoming like a filmmaker, like a storyteller with me. Like, I do it with cameras and my friends, and she does it with her friends and a studio. And I'm just so happy. The road not taken always leads to you in my hometown. Oh, it's kind of like a missed opportunity. Like, you could have gone down that road and been with this man, but you decided to go a different path. And now, like, kind of looking back retrospectively, it's like, damn it, that could have been my life. This is the equivalent of Facebook stalking and being like, oh my god, this is where they are now. Like, fuck. I don't want to say it, but after every song, I want to say this is my favourite Taylor Swift song. I mean, it will always be All Too Well, I think. Because that song, again, came out at a time that was very important to me. But that song was so good. That was the one about the girl who has obviously gone to LA and then come back for her hometown, maybe for Christmas, which is "'Tis the Season" by, I guess, and has rediscovered an old flame and is like, what could have my life been like if I chose this path instead of going to LA with my fake friends who would make books about me if I ever make it. Like, that's so heartbreaking. LA just sounds like the most toxic place ever. If we're gonna keep being that sad, it's time to break out the alcohol. Something I've never done on the Liam Moule channel before, I don't think. But yeah, let's get drunk, because This is hurting more than I thought it would. You're supposed to mix this with something, but I'm just gonna go bareback and just risk it. So next we have Tolerate It, 4 minutes. Oh, yes please. Oh, is it gonna be a sad one? Wow. A song about maybe two lovers who are growing distant. One of them is putting in all the work. It's always me putting in all the work. You know who you are. And you know, doing your absolute best, greeting them every day with like a smile and like a how was your day? Or like sending them good morning messages every day. And just watch them tolerate it, like just trying as hard as you can to make something work. And for some reason, they won't end it, but they will just string you along and tolerate it. Oh my God, Taylor is the best. tayloristhebest.com / You went to take a huge sip.
It wasn't huge. How much of that is alcohol?
I don't know, but it's like salted caramel.
Oh, it tastes nice. Why is your coffee cold?
It's not coffee, it's just alcohol.
I thought I had coffee in.
No, it's just, you can go now.
I'm the only thing that makes your content good.
I
bring up reviews.
No, you don't. You don't even follow me on Instagram.
I don't follow you on Instagram yet. That's the statement.
Why is half your mouth? You got foundation and then nothing.
Yeah, because I was wearing a mask at work.
Wear a mask.
Wear a mask. COVID safe.
Why do you have 44 DMs on TikTok?
Everyone's obsessed with me. Waste of time, waste of space, ugly, pig. Love you.
Now that my darling sister has left us, we can carry on with Tolerate It. Where is that man who threw blankets over my barbed wire? So it's more like someone fell out of love. One fell out of love with the other. That is so hard. I wouldn't know what to do. My love should be celebrated and you tolerate it. Wow. I feel like all my reactions are just like wow, because I'm so blown away by how mature and beautiful and relatable, horribly, these songs are. This is my favourite era of Taylor Swift. I said it. There, I said it. So next up on the chopping block, we have No Body, No Crime. Okay, let's see if this one is gonna break my heart or if it's gonna make me a bad bitch anthem. Because I'm up for both, honestly. This is giving me Fearless vibes. Infidelity. Oh, so the husband's sneaking around behind the wife's back. She's noticed some jewellery on the account, which she didn't receive. So she's like, maybe she's gone to her friends and she's like, I think he's done it, but I can't prove it. So let's see where they're going. Are they gonna kill someone? Please. Kill the man. His mistress moved in. Okay, I got the wrong end of the stick. His wife went missing. And then he got some brand new tyres on his truck and his mistress moved in? No. I said kill I was very clear with my instructions. Kill all the men. We're not here to kill the wife. Stupid ass. So maybe this song is like another storytelling song, which we love to see. From the perspective of like a friend of the missus. You know, she's gone missing and they know it's the husband deep down, but they can't prove it. He was cheating, he had a mistress, and suddenly the wife goes missing and they're like, the friends are like, Sherlock Holmes mode, activate. Do you see what I mean? It feels like we're watching a movie. Like, I literally can't wait to hear what happens next in the song. Like, do they get him back? Do they find out he did it? Literally feel like I'm watching a TV show. The perfect crime. The mistress just took out an insurance policy, and now they're gonna kill the man and frame the mistress. This is it. This is art. This is art. This is priceless art. Died. Oh, Bad Bitch Only Club. The members are Taylor and Haim. I want to go do crime. That was a fun one. It was a real change of pace from breaking my heart a second ago to like, let's go kill men. I'm not complaining. So next up we have happiness. So, nice change of pace. Maybe the album is going to be an uplifting one from here, because Nobody No Crime was kind of like a fun little bop. So maybe we're going to get happy from now on. Happy. Oh, it's a 5-minute 15 song. Makes me a little nervous. Happy songs aren't long. You're making me nervous, Taylor. I haven't met the new me yet. Oh no. There will be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you. We're gonna need more of this. I hope she'll be a beautiful fool. Oh. Oh my god. There must be a 2-for-1 sale on Audacity, because Taylor has the audacity to name a song Happiness, and it's this heartbreaking. I feel like I've been clickbaited. Oh wow. That's probably like the most mature breakup song I've ever heard. It's something that a lot of people forget after breakups. I wouldn't know, because I've, never really dated never been in a relationship, never been in love. It's the, you can't forget the good times, and you have to accept that in your past there was happiness, and you can't just leave a relationship being like, the worst. Like, there was happiness because of you, but there will be happiness after them. So, very sad. Very, very sad. Oh, the next one is called Dorothea, which she mentioned in her tweet. Dorothea. Oh, this is the girl who left her small town to chase down Hollywood. Maybe we're revisiting this character. She's getting her second solo movie in this extended universe. Is this from the other point of view? Yeah. This cements the fact that Taylor is the best, the greatest songwriter, the greatest musician of my generation. The fact that we've kind of like a few songs later revisited the same character, but from like the boys' point of view. Like, yeah, do you ever think of me, I know you're in Hollywood with your shiny friends. Oh my god. So yeah, so this is obviously the sister song to 'Tis the Damn Season. And I really love the idea that, one of the characters who we hear about in one of these songs, there's potential to kind of catch up on them, see how they are. It's something that I've never kind of witnessed before in an album or music, and it's something that I kind of love. I really love. So I think Evermore has just cemented itself as my favourite Taylor Swift album, and we're not even done. Like, that was such a beautiful, warm, like I felt like it might be the alcohol kicking in because I'm feeling a little drunk, but I feel like this warm blanket around me right now. It was such a touching love song from a pretty unique perspective of like, if you ever get bored of, it's never too late to come back to my arms, and if you ever get bored of being known for who you know, you always know me. And it's like, he obviously loves her so unrequitedly and so purely that there'll always be a place in his heart for her. And that's so fucking beautiful, man. I hope we get to revisit them again at some point in this album. I want to know if they did get together. So next up we have Coney Island featuring The National. I haven't heard of The National before, so let's give it a listen.
The question pounds my head. What's a lifetime of achievement?
Oh, his deep voice is, I feel so serenaded.
It was the one place to be. Missed it.
We were like the Moule before the internet. It was the one place to be. And the other line from earlier, like, I'm sorry for not making you my centerfold.
Lost again with no surprises, disappointments, close your eyes and it gets colder and colder.
Did I paint your bluest skies the darkest grey? Fuck. It must be horrible, like, looking back on a relationship and being like, I regret not, you know, making you feel like the most important person in the entire world. I'm like hyperventilating. That was earth-shattering. Sorry for not making you my centerfold and sitting on a bench in Coney Island wondering, where did it all go wrong? Like, where did my baby go? Just not making enough effort in a relationship and then looking back and regretting it. Because, you know, they were your person. That's like a nightmare for me. You know, feeling like someone isn't the one, so you kind of start to make things turn sour or end it, and then looking back and being like, fuck, literally you were the one and I didn't put enough effort in and it broke your heart and I'm so sorry. So next we're on to Ivy, and then there's only like 6 songs left after that. Can we keep this up? Can we keep releasing a song an album every 2 months, please, Taylor? Because I'm getting used to it and it's amazing and beautiful, and we know you can do it now. So just do it. I can't stop you putting roots down in my dreamland. The greatest songwriter of our generation. No doubt, absolutely no doubt. Oh, my stone house and your ivy, you know, now I'm covered in your ivy. Oh. Wow. You know, dare me to run or sit and watch what's gonna, you know, become. That is. So it's about having an affair. I think it sounds like they've like met in a graveyard or whatever, and they're having an affair. She knows it's bad. She knows it's bad to have an affair. Her heart's promised to another, but she can't help it that he planted roots in her dreamland, and she fell for him, and it was kind of an accident. And that's so tragic, and wow. He's gonna burn his house to the ground. Oof. It's a goddamn place in the dark and you started it. Oh, like an accidental, didn't mean to fall in love, but accidentally fell in love, and she knows it's gonna burn down her life, it's gonna start a fire, it's gonna ruin everything, but she's covered in him, like she can't stop thinking about him. That's, oh, wow. The instrumental in that one was like really, again, like kind of comforting, which I guess is kind of meant to kind of show how she feels. She feels warm and comforted and loved by this person. Now we have Cowboy Like Me. This is the one about the two like thieves who fall in love while just trying to like get some money. I'll pay for it, that's clever. Did you say forever is the sweetest haunt? Wow, don't fall in love at work, okay? Don't shit me wee. So obviously that was the least relatable song so far because I'm not a robber, I'm not a thief, I'm not a scammer. But I couldn't tell if that was a love song or a breakup song. I guess it can be interpreted either way. I'll never love again. Does that mean your heart was broken so badly that you'll never love again? Or is that you don't need to love again because you found your soulmate? And also, I think it raised the question of, you know, you're falling in love with the scam, a con artist, basically. And can you trust anything they say? Because their whole job is to, like, lie and get what they want. It's a very interesting dynamic. And, I mean, only Taylor would think about that. So next is Long Story Short. Long story short, it was a bad time. Long story short, it was the wrong guy. I threw my golden sword into the bushes and knocked on your door. We live happily. But if anyone comes, I'm ready this time. Taylor's brain. No more keeping score, just me keeping you warm. That's interesting. No more keeping score. In our previous relationships, it was always keeping score. Of, you know, you did this, I did that, kind of petty back and forth. And now in a new relationship, she just keeps it warm and it's cute and it's nice and they're in their little cottage, I assume. Long story short, I survived. Wow. So that was kind of looking back at a previous relationship and being like, hey, look, don't want to dwell on it. Long story short, it was a bad time, but I survived. And you know, this new relationship is just the one. And I am so happy. And healthy, what a healthy way of processing things. So this is Marjorie, which is about her grandmother, right?
Never be so kind, you forget to be clever.
Good advice.
Never be so clever, you forget to be kind.
Even better advice.
I think you were still around. With real such power, you forget to be polite.
Jesus Christ. Losing someone really is just like the hardest thing, especially when they used to give the best advice, as it sounds like Marjorie did. And what's really sad and what's kind of like making me want to cry, even though I've never, obviously, you know, anyway, is Taylor's written this really beautiful song that really is a tribute to her grandmother, and she's not going to hear it, and that's fucking heartbreaking. Thank you, Taylor, for kind of letting us in so intimately. Thank you. Oh God, that's the worst part about losing someone. Is the thinking about small things like car rides, right? You didn't ask them any questions, and you should have asked them how to be more like them and be better, and kept every grocery store receipt, and because every scrap of you would be taken from me. I know better, but I still feel you. I literally feel transfixed. That was the closest to making me cry, because it's death is just so sudden and final and heartbreaking, and no one's ever ready for it. And you do play back every single moment ever and be like, why didn't I ask you more questions? Why didn't I, you know, leave work early and come hang out with you? And why didn't I call in sick? Just so I could spend, you know, one more day with you. And I wasn't ready for that kind of song. I'm still not ready to process it. But yeah, that really hit me. I'm glad it's towards the end of the album, because I'm not sure if I can carry on. Oh my God. Okay, so we're on the last two songs, okay? It's almost over. I literally cannot believe it's almost over. We've got Closure next. This is so unusual. Is this a Taylor Swift, Jimmy Tunes, Get Rich track? I wasn't ready for that. What's going on in the background? It works. That's interesting. I know that it's over, I don't need your closure. It's a very unusual and kind of unique perspective, because normally kind of closure is the main thing you want after a relationship. But this guy's obviously reaching out to try and get closure, and she's like, it's okay, I've processed it, I don't need your closure. It's interesting.
Don't treat me like some situation that needs to be handled.
So by the sounds of things, I was wrong. She hasn't got closure, but she's still in that angry stage of a breakup, and she doesn't want closure. She just wants to be angry and spiteful and lash out. And this guy's obviously or girl is at the kind of closure and wants to write a letter and say, I hope you're doing well. And she's like, this is, no, you know, rips it apart. Oh, I know I'm just a mingle in your new life. It sounds like she's very angry in this song. Like she's got a lot of things she hasn't said, and she feels a certain way about this breakup. And I mean, it's something we can all kind of relate to. I mean, obviously, not really a breakup for me, but when a talking stage stops or something, or when a friendship ends, you know. That one's probably a grower. If for some reason it didn't kind of click with me as well as the other, maybe just because we were recovering from Marjorie still, but it was a very interesting kind of perspective on a breakup. I don't know what was going on in the background with that like kind of garage noise, like garage band noise, but I mean again, just great writing, but yeah, for some reason didn't quite hit the rest of the album, but it might grow on me. And the final song ends with Bon Iver and Taylor Swift with the title track, Evermore. Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, we're getting a 5-minute song. I've been down since July, so here we go.
Motion capture, put me in a bad light.
She just said motion capture put in a bad light. Is that a reference to the Cats movie? Oh my god, gag. I actually loved her in Cats, but that's not the point. She's the only good part of Cats that was enjoyable, but whatever.
That this pain would be forever.
No. When it gets so low that it gets to the point where you can't remember what you've been fighting for or what you have been for your whole life. Fuck. And it breaks my heart knowing that Taylor Swift, I feel like this song is about her, and it's not the Evermore folklore extended universe, as you know I said. This is very about her, I feel. About how she does feel down, and you know, looking at Taylor Swift, she's like a vision of beauty, and like she gets ripped apart by the media, but I guess that it just slips my mind that, you know, celebrities can feel this low as well, which is a really dumb thing to say, but I'm drunk and also heartbroken after this album. But it's something we should all remember. They're human beings too, and although cheesy, it's, you know, she can feel so low that she's forgotten what she's fighting for. And their voices, they have the perfect harmonies together. I said it in the last song, this is the best pairing in music. I love this back and forth. Yeah, Bon Iver and Taylor Swift to end the album was beautiful and perfect and stunning and amazing and beautiful and perfect and stunning and amazing. You know, she realised that the pain wasn't forevermore, you know, and that's a really important message that, you know, however low you're feeling, however painful it is, it doesn't last forever. It does not. And I hate to sound cheesy because I hate that. And my battery's flashing red, so we don't have time to be cheesy. But yeah, the pain doesn't last forever. I can hands down say that this is Taylor's best album. I have never been brought to like almost to tears that close. I have never been so invested in storytelling. I've never felt like songs that are so relatable. I am in love with this album. I am head over heels with Folklore and Evermore. And I can't see Taylor like kind of, I want her to stay in this folklore area. It's a place where not a lot of, you know, pop artists have gone. And it's perfect for her. It's perfect for her, and I never want to leave this Evermore folklore bubble, ever. I'm so happy. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to react to all of Taylor's old albums if that's something you want. I'm terminally single, so, you know, DM me or whatever. My Instagram is down below. Go Stream Freaks, my film. And do you think Taylor would be mad if I make a film based off one of her songs? Because I would love to, oh my god. Anyway, ooh, having heart pain. What a great way to end the video. Okay, I'm okay. This album is so good, it literally almost killed me off. My heart almost just gave in. Thank you so much for watching. I had the best time. Taylor, I love you, thank you. I know you're not watching this, but I'm going to stay up all night and edit this video, so it's up for your birthday on the 13th, so, you know, ooh, happy birthday. If in some weird universe where Taylor Swift decides to watch one of my videos, happy birthday. Alright, love you lots. Have a good weekend or rest of the day or whenever you're watching. Stay safe, wear a mask. Yeah, listen to Taylor Swift. It was so good. I am drunk and I am emotionally wrecked and I'm going to go like comfy now. So, have a good one. Ooh, goodbye.